Yes, guys, we are finally back. We finally made it to the second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform. Welcome once again, brothers and sisters. Big up all yourself for definitely tuning in to these vibrations. A continuation, that of which we saw the previous reaction right there, brothers and sisters. Pretty much interesting stuff right there. But without further ado, brothers and sisters, we're going to get into the vibrations. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you've not done so right there. Now, brothers and sisters, one of the reasons why I ended stopping the video based off where I stopped it on the previous reaction was to find out exactly what was happening with that space. I knew that there was something going on, but I wasn't sure. But based off the previous video that I reacted to, brothers and sisters, you notice I was talking about some area that might have been cleared. Well, it is actually cleared, and there's some sort of interesting reasoning behind that. They're saying that this is gonna be some sort of entertainment spot. They're gonna make this area some sort of entertainment spot in that regard, some sporting center. But the interesting thing is a number of persons within that vicinity has no clue what exactly is actually going on there. I think just around that region, if you turn to the, like you're going up the road and this area is cleared, just if you turn there, I think there was a large building right around that area right there. They could have moved it, but there was a large indefinitely ROSEAU in that region right there. I'm not sure if it moved. Individuals can let me know in the comment box below. But the area that I was talking about in the previous reaction, it seems like they are talking about doing some sporting and entertainment center there, which is very interesting concerning that's not what we really need in Dominica. But of course, you know, individuals won't get the point. Anyways, brothers and sisters, let us continue that vibrations with none other than Mr. Henry Shillingford right there.
Okay. We are, if you remember, we're starting and we're going to show the other angle of where we last left you at the Dominica Club. So this is still, we're still on all government property.
This is back within the vicinity of Inland Revenue area, just by the police it's not headquarters, no, but the police area, traffic department right there, brothers and sisters, on the side of it. So if we pan this way, you would see the building that McLegion on it. But yeah.
Hello. How you doing? So all of this here, all of this is government property.
Oh no, this is different.
I don't know where the property lines is, but I think there's that fence there. That is St. Mary's Academy, so the Catholic Church. So these are two institutional owners of the main, so government ends, Catholic Church begins. And then on this part also.
So guys, I was kind of wrong in my direction right there, but I thought it looked like that area. Anyways, let's continue.
The cemetery ground, which we'll be now passing through, and will be the other side, so you can see Dominica Club from the other side. Through these bushes here, you can see all these grounds, all this property here.
So this is on the inside area, yeah.
And this is the government country.
So pretty much passing through the
as you can see, government,
boy, all that inside, you know, boy.
right next to government.
Seems like there's a school there.
We have the other institutional owner, the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church ownership begins here.
Well, that's an interesting site.
Oh,
that's the cemetery. Yeah.
How are you? Okay, you're resting. I hope not in peace.
So some funeral is going on there.
So we walk through the cemetery. This is all Catholic. Now we're on Catholic property. Wow.
Because it's same
My condolences.
Condolences to the family.
You had a funeral. Behave yourself. So I don't know if any of you recognize your people's graves. We wouldn't go through a full tour of the cemetery. Good afternoon. As you can see, somebody's getting buried. And this is our cemetery. Hey, good afternoon. I'm good. How's Robbie? All right, okay.
That's how it is, eh? You have to greet your people, them. When you see them, you greet them.
And again, in the center of ROSEAU, you have the Catholic Church bounding with the Botanical Gardens, which we will have another tour of on another day.
I always found that interesting. Why is there's a cemetery next to the Botanical Garden? I always found that. And this is just on one side. There's another cemetery on the other side. I always found that interesting. People ain't scared of ghosts holding them in the nighttime. When you go and decide you're chilling in Botanical Gardens, you afraid ghosts hold you?
And again, so you have the Catholic property continuing. This is St. Mary's Mary's Prep, actually, not the academy. So all the property up to the wall there, the Cathedral, all of it is the social center. All of that is Catholic. All of that is Catholic property. And over there, the blue building is St. Mary's Academy. And that's all their grounds. So all of this is the Catholics, bounding with Government House on the other side. And then, as you can see, that's the St. Mary Academy, and you'll see that white building over there, that's government. So this is the institutional holdings of ROSEAU that we have been taking you through. So this is the state of it, and you will decide as to what. Now, as we come here, we're here's actually called Long Acre.
Guys, I think, I don't know, the way they build it, it's not looking like it, I don't know, maybe it's just the positioning that does happen to be there, I'm guessing. This doesn't look like it was planned, though. The development around it, I'm guessing the cemetery was there first, and there was some sort of houses development around it.
It's not a street.
Okay, so this is one, brothers and sisters, but we're gonna get to the other one. Oh, by the way, to show this, so the government has decided to organize, or the people in charge of the road decided to organize the airport road area that was badly damaged for some reason, and you know, you just have to say thanks to the government for doing their jobs. You know, it's very interesting when you look at these things, guys. You have to try and give kudos for the government actually doing their job. That's something else right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, we're getting back to the video right there, so let us continue.
Well intentioned and well
so this is the other side, this is the other part, continuation from the previous video.
Young people, I don't want to boast, but my mother was part of the formation of that. She was a great Catholic. So we have here St. Jared's Hall. We have containers in the yard. This is now the main church, but this was St. Jared's Hall, which was the Catholic center.
This is where Orlin Bully was buried. The service of Orlin Bully. May you rest in peace.
People wanted to do extracurricular activities like bingo or whatever. You know, the Catholic society had this as a hall. I remember as a young boy, it's an open place. That's where they used to do tumbling.
Tumbling?
So, but now it's the church.
Oh.
And you'll know why it's the church because of the events. Now across the street, again, this is all Catholic property. The bishop's property, that's his offices, and that's his yard over there.
I guess that's it.
And then this technically begins the church. All of this is Catholic property. Going to the end of that wall, and the end of
Dominica Catholic Radio. You thought that now? Only you thought Dominica Catholic Radio? Boy. What is that? It have a Catholic radio station? I myself think it's Voice of Life. It have Q95, Kyrie, DBS. What else now? Have you know that one, me? I don't think that is from Dominicana. Because I remember 95.1, 95.4, something of that sort. I can't remember, brothers and sisters, but these are like the top radio stations I know. Oh, that Dominica Catholic, that one not working, man. Yeah, Catholic radio
one
station.
property on the corner that's not there.
Interesting. That's to tell you the kind of power that the Catholic Church had back in the day. They had their own radio station and everything. Their own church, their own radio station, their own area, their streets. Interesting stuff.
Here is all Catholic property. And this is what, you know, and so...
And the school is inside the other side.
Office of the Diocesan Engineer. This is very important because right next to it, if you will see, the church is in disorder.
So there's another church on the other side?
You can even...
What is this? Well, it's very clear that this is not in use because the very plaque that would tell you what's up is in disarray.
See the renovations, and they've been renovating this for well over 10. This is before Hurricane. And the renovation of the Fair Lady Cathedral.
Renovation of our Fairhaven. Okay.
You can see even
It do renovate, no, Papa. That looking like it renovate.
it is blemished and old. That's how long they've been renovating. I don't
The renovation on renovating.
know. It looks like the roof has been done, but certainly nothing on the outside walls, and I don't know what's been done inside.
So these buildings are just empty of sorts. They are just there with the understanding of renovation, but nothing is really happening.
But again, this is a major property, institutional property.
Keep in mind, brothers and sisters, this is just one sect of ROSEAU. Remember the previous videos we actually did of ROSEAU, in the heart of ROSEAU itself, where other buildings are just, you know, they're just there to exist, brothers and sisters. Just like some human beings. They're just there to exist. They're not there to add to anything. They're just existing.
Owned by the Catholic Church, as I said, adjoining, and we'll go down further here, and we'll join back to where we started from before. So to give you this view of ROSEAU, it's important to point out that major institutions, which should be about making the society
better
and the social well-being of the space, so much better.
Yep.
You know, here, if you want to watch this, this is actually a very important building. This is the brother's house now, but in its day, in its origin, this was where the first convent high school was, and it was the first high school in Dominica, and it was female. I venture to believe it's the first island in the Caribbean which had a female high school before the male high school, which was the grammar school.
So they wanted to teach the women first before they taught the males. Was that the idea? Interesting.
And so we come down here, and then we're going to circle the Catholic Church. But before we go there, we'll give you a view of the other side of the government house to show you. This is not 6 years old now, but you can maybe close up and you can see. This is this used to be the original gun. Now, this is important because this is where the Prime Minister had lived after Hurricane. In fact, he had taken over the whole, I don't even know where the entrance is, but he had taken over the convention center of the building and turned it into apartments at some $700,000 to reconfigure it. And this is where he was living after Hurricane until he's now renting a house.
So the question here is, what is wrong with this building why the Prime Minister couldn't stay there? Why then does the Prime Minister need a house, a mansion of sorts, to then decide to put more expense on the people themselves when he has a building that he was staying in that he could stay in, considering, I see there's a little thing here and there, so there might have been some impact in that regard, but it could have been renovated. Imagine the amount of money that is being sent every month. You don't think he could have renovated this? I like why I flip back things, brothers and sisters. You would say, oh, the house smash up. Yes, the house smash up. So you have to go and build a brand new mansion one, too. You have to pay $64,000, $64,000 to $70,000 for the Prime Minister to stay in that house, when you could have spent the $64,000 to $70,000 to renovate this building while he stays in Vegas going back and forth until this is organized so he can properly organize himself. But no, they chose to leave this building how it is, brothers and sisters. Leave it how it is. Moving into a mansion, then put expense on the people themselves while he has a house in Vegas. To do what, brothers and sisters? Maybe for his son, maybe he's setting up mansions all over for his children. One in Mount Daniel, one in Vegas, and another one somewhere. Maybe the blue and yellow building. Brothers and sisters. So it seems like nobody's living there, because this is impacted. So you have a set of houses in ROSEAU, including in this here video, brothers and sisters, that are empty. And we're building new buildings, brothers and sisters, for people to pay to then put a burden, more burden on the people. Then you're telling the people, on top of that, you're also increasing your salaries, and you come and tell the people the country don't have money. Huh? Really?
In Mount Daniel, and just as a
one day, all you must wake up, eh? Or you must wake up.
side note, nothing to do with this piece per se, but since we're on
So why is these things on? All this is running.
a media space, I would like to ask whatever audience is watching that, if they know of another prime minister whose residence is rented, whose official residence is a rented.
That's a good question right there. That's a great question right there. Which other prime minister in the world do you know is renting a residence, brothers and sisters? One of the things that a number of persons are putting forward is the indication that there's a possibility that the $64,000 that the prime minister is receiving, supposedly receiving every month, is actually going towards the building of a new mansion, brothers and sisters. Is it possible that that is the case? $64,000? Really, brothers and sisters? 32,000 for rent and the other 32 is for maintenance of something of that sort? Really? So don't you think that $64,000 could actually be going into the new mansion that is building with the disguise of saying he's paying rent for $64,000 a month for the prime minister? Brothers and sisters, okay.
Whatever price. Could be $1 million. Another prime minister in the world whose official residence is rented accommodation. And so with that,
do you know any other, that's a good question, do you know any other prime minister in the world that is renting from the citizens, brothers and sisters?
We'll continue because I think to show the whole of the church, we just saw the back, would be important since we're dealing with that part of the property ownership in ROSEAU and what's being done. Now this is something that they do. This is terrible. They say they're doing this because they're cleaning out the weeds. But by taking out the weeds, all the stones get loose as they are now. You understand? So, and look, they're falling apart here. In the point of keeping it clean by taking out, they just don't understand. What you need to do is to brush cut it.
Put concrete
so the grass and the dirt keeps the stones together. Next, they're going to put concrete like this and make it very ugly. But that's how we do things, you see? This is things, so they're going to do the same thing again, maybe, but look at the state of the sidewalk. Have you seen it?
Guys, we're supposed to do better than that.
The state of the sidewalk. This is
oh my goodness.
Easily fixable, easily maintained with a certain sense.
Capitals.
Now you can see the side of the church here. This is on the highest point of ROSEAU.
So that's another empty building.
These were buildings. This is the Methodist church office.
Is it empty?
You can go up to the wall. I mean,
it doesn't look empty. This one is.
All of this is Catholic property.
This one for sure is.
This is Catholic property. And again, this is an old ruin. This would be Catholic property too.
Guys, it seems like we have more empty buildings than buildings that actually function to run business with. Do you think so?
This was St. Vincent de Paul. This is where the Catholics sell old clothes or other things that have been donated, supposedly to raise money for the church. This is interesting. This is the Methodist church. You notice it's right on the Catholic. This was actually all Catholic property. This was a force to give them a lease in the 1800s, the British government forced, and then later forced a sale. So this is actually a power play by the English forces to put the English church, the Methodist church, right in the Catholic ground. But the Methodist church is up and operating, and it is as was before.
This one operating.
It has a cornerstone here which says when it was from. The cathedral from the Cathedral chapel was started in 1822.
1822. Guys, sometimes we see this thing. Hey, free water, we? One thing, eh? Free water, brothers and sisters, but you have to conserve the water, eh? Because our river's going down. Domlek complain about water, Doas complain about water. You still have water running like that? Don't do nothing. Don't plan back to stay.
Those of you who want to see this,
so that's how it used to look back in the day.
What it looked like from here back in the day, looking down what's now.
From 1787, we? Mamau. That's a 1787, we. Pa! Some of all it wasn't even a thought. Gasa, your mother wasn't even a Gasa, your forefathers wasn't even a thought. Well, your 4 generations, I was saying forefathers, your 4 generations wasn't even a thought. 1787.
So this is how you load. Okay. And so right from this wall again, I'm sorry, from this wall, this would still be the Methodist church property. From this wall, from the renovation, if you will, the block is the Catholic. This is also Catholic property, and it's the nun's house.
Now, guys, the reason we watching the nun's house, yes, watching the Catholic church there, brothers and sisters, the renovation. It's not no renovation beginning. That's been there for a minute. I think is that church they asking for funds for 3 million, 4 million or something of that sort from the Prime Minister.
And this is the nun's house, but this is also Catholic. All Catholic. So this has been like this. This has been like this for the last 6-7 years.
6-7 years this has been like this.
This great picture.
And mark you this, I don't think this is from the hurricane, I don't think so. I think it was before this.
Look at this.
2006.
This is during the restoration, 2006. Right? Now it's 2006 or stuff. Look out for a little further up there. This is a photograph of the 1980s.
That color back then. Or they put color to it.
So again, you see all this hoarding of the Catholic Church. You cannot see what's being done, right? But it's the major central part of our Catholic Church. Okay. Now, you will also notice here, this is a total empty lot and has been empty for years upon years. So,
even the car there, even the car don't move, brothers and sisters. You can tell the car don't move. Look at the car. Look how the car looking.
Maybe 50 years. Nobody, I don't know who owns this property or what they do.
Possibility. Depending on how the car looks, brothers and sisters, yeah, I can say it's a huge possibility.
But it's just been empty and people need help.
Yeah. You rest see some grams of people.
Well, people have been squatting there.
Yeah.
That's what it is, but the owner has not been identified. Yeah, and then this now, as you can see, the roof is all gone. This is a wonderful residence of the priest. Downstairs.
The priest was living big, pal. The priest is SKERRIT, man.
They're Turkish baths, you know?
What is that? All that for the priest boy? Or maybe them nuns that used to come on living next door used to come and check him?
It's all gone and it's in terrible condition and has never been repaired. And it has never been repaired.
That's an interesting song they're singing right there. Song I heard way back in the day. It's still like it's still continuing. Show me emotion, sha la la la. Show me emotion, sha la la la. Show me emotion, blah blah. You look like a little guy, plum plum plum. Okay.
And this is a wonderful building, as I said, but it has been in ruin and remains in ruin. It has a courtyard in the middle, but it is what it is.
Courtyard in the middle.
So, and then this is another Catholic property. Yes, I. And so this is the school. I went to this school. And so we're going to come off to the corner here and just further. Now this is the bishop's residence again. It has, so this is where one man lives.
One man. Yes, I. One man living in all that 141. All right then, brothers and sisters. Anyways, the Catholic them people think that's their business, brothers and sisters. But yeah, man, if there's more brothers and sisters, I definitely want to put on more. If you want me to do more, let me know that in the comment box below. I know you're sharing it out on what have you, brothers and sisters, but I get to reach a number of more individuals in that regard, so that more people can get to see, this kind of stuff right there. I myself never knew a number of things. We're learning, brothers and sisters. Each and every one of us is learning when it comes on to the situation right there. So, brothers and sisters, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, or if you understand the dynamic and see how far we are falling, brothers and sisters. Of vibrancy going down, just going down the drain, bush taking over, all kind of things. Renovation, not renovating at all, brothers and sisters. So It's just interesting to see the dynamic in ROSEAU right there, what once used to be and what it is today. Of course, like I indicated before, if there's more videos, brothers and sisters, if you definitely want me to post more videos like this, let me know that in the comment box below, guys. Give this video a thumbs up for Henry and of course for the individual, the camera individual right there, for definitely showcasing to us what's up. And of course, with all I say right there, brothers and sisters, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come through. And with that said, brothers and sisters, be real, salute the king, be positive.